Hello and welcome. I am Chrissy. This is my channel, Chrissy Love, where I review perfumes. It is awesome to have you here. In this installment now, I am talking about 8 Demeter colognes that are all gourmand, delicious, yummy colognes. And these are meant to be pick-me-up sprays. They don't have great longevity or great projection. They kind of like fade after the first half hour or so, even on your clothes and your skin and all that. So they're fun to have in the bathroom, to have just like around the house when you want just a little spray for fun, or before bed, something like that they're really appropriate for. But what's fun about them is how many scents they have. You have this colossal scent library with good scents, bad scents, oddball scents. I actually just filmed a video with my boyfriend of, I think it was 15 scents that actually were supposed to smell kind of bad, like paint and turpentine and puppy's breath and things like that. So that's a really fun one. We put him to the test with a blind scent sniff test with him. So I'll let you watch that video. I'll put the link down below if it's been listed already. But I wanted to talk about 8 fun gourmand ones today that I have tested already in advance. It's not a blind sniff whatsoever. So let's jump right in. I'm going to start off here with lemon meringue. And I've already sprayed this card here. So this is a really bright, zesty lemon. And I think it's like 90% realistic to lemon meringue. The lemon is a little bit kitchen cleaner. It's not quite as sweet as it would really be in the dessert, but they do capture that like whipped topping scent in it. So I say this is actually fairly accurate and a really nice one. I wish it was a tad sweeter and the lemon was a little bit sweeter. But overall, this is a really good one. I do recommend if you actually like lemon meringue, I think you'll really enjoy this one. So that's a winner. We'll say yes to that one. Next one I have here is raspberry jam. Now when I first sprayed this on this card, you can't really see it now, but it kind of had like a red stain on it. So just keep that in mind. If you put it on your white clothes or something, just be careful. Now this doesn't really hit the mark exactly for me. It does smell like raspberries and like a jammy scent, but it also has like a grape note in there that's really odd. And like a syntheticness to it. Like it's not quite fooling my nose. Like I love jam. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I eat them all the time. And it's just not like quite hitting the mark for me. It has kind of like a grape cough syrup note that's throwing me off in this. So this one definitely is not going to scratch that itch if you're really craving raspberry jam, unfortunately. Yeah, so I'd say that's not quite a winner. Next I have cherry cream, like in a donut or something maybe. Yeah, this one is completely cherry cough syrup. Just smelling it makes my mouth feel like a little bit numb, like cough syrup does. So this is, yeah, it's a little bit lactonic creamy, and yeah, there's cherry flavor, but again, this one just misses the mark. It's just not fooling my brain. Yeah, too synthetic and too much cherry cough syrup. So yeah, cherry cream, not a winner. Next I have here cinnamon bun. And this has a high threshold for me because I came from the land of Cinnabons once. I lived in Ohio for a few years when I was a kid, and we had Cinnabons like every Friday at the mall. And so now that is like the marker for cinnamon buns for me, which is next level for sure. Their sweet sauce is just something else entirely. So I'm getting like anise and bitter baking spices in this. So this actually smells like a cinnamon bun without any frosting on it. Yeah, it's kind of doughy, it's kind of spicy. Definitely a baked good, like a baked pastry, but I wouldn't call it a cinnamon bun. I would say this is more like a cinnamon bread maybe, because it doesn't have that frosting, sugary scent to it. So yeah, if you really don't like super sweet scents, but you want that like gourmand-ish experience, this actually is a really good one because it's definitely not too sweet. It's more spicy than it is sweet. And you definitely, it's more than just cinnamon. It's like anise and nutmeg. Yeah, it's definitely other stuff as well. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of sweetness now. Like when I like really search for it. But generally it's just baking spices. So yes, that is cinnamon bun. So for me, not a winner, but not a bad option either. And now it's all over my hands because the bottle is like leaking. All right. Next one we have here is vanilla cake batter. Can you see that there? Okay. You know, it's weird. It's like too sweet to be realistic. It's almost like the frosting is thrown in there with the batter, which of course it's usually not. Yeah, it is cakey. It's very vanilla. It is very sweet. It smells almost like it has a fake vanilla. Like it's not like a vanilla extract in the batter. It's like a totally knockoff fake vanilla. Yeah, so the vanilla is what's throwing this off for me. It's not really like a good vanilla. Or at least it's not a good quality vanilla if in the scent. Yeah, that one's kind of weird. So like I love vanilla cake batter. I think this is an awesome idea and it should be fairly easy to replicate, but this one missed the mark for me as well. So that is vanilla cake batter. Then this one I remember being a really good one. So this is Creme Anglaise, which is like this vanilla sauce, like creamy sauce that you put on top of like chocolate torte and stuff like that. And this one's decadent. Yes, okay. This is just it's the right kind of vanilla. It's creamy, it's sweet. It's quality, doesn't smell synthetic or fake at all. Yeah, this definitely smells like a creme anglaise sauce. With a little bit of like some kind of spice in there, but not really strong. Yeah, that's really good. So that is creme anglaise, and that definitely has my seal of approval. My final two were kind of problematic for me, and one I have here is Marshmallow. And the problem with these bottles too is they leak really easily. Yeah, if this is marshmallow, it's like a flavored marshmallow, like vanilla flavored or like something. It's just like an overly sweet marshmallow. It's not pillowy like a marshmallow is. It's not like light like a marshmallow is. This smells like it's trying to be something else. It's not trying to be marshmallow. And I've smelled marshmallow in like other perfumes, and this is not hitting it for me. This smells like frosting more than marshmallow, to be honest. Yeah, it smells like a vanilla frosting. So yeah, if you want marshmallow, this isn't it, but it is a sweet decadent one, and this is Marshmallow. And this is another one that I was like, I don't know about this one. And this is Saltwater Taffy. Let's smell it again. Yeah, this one's just too salty. You barely get any taffy or like candy-like sweetness in there. It kind of smells like salt mixed in with like a fake sugar like stevia or something like that. Well, stevia isn't fake, but I mean a sugar that's not like a sugar cane. And it has this weird synthetic like oily butteriness to it. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I've had a lot of saltwater taffy in my day, and this doesn't quite hit the mark for me either. But it does hit that salt note. It is salty. It kind of reminds me more of like the experience of biting into saltwater taffy versus like the smell of it when, you know, you've ever seen it being made when like they're pulling the taffy and everything. It doesn't really have that like taffy scent. It's kind of more like that pang of salt you get when you bite into it. That's what it kind of reminds me of more. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'd say that this is not a dead ringer for saltwater taffy, the actual experience of it, but if you kind of like salty sweetness, then you might like this. So yeah, that is saltwater taffy. So I kind of blew through those because I already had my opinions made up about them. I think the one of my favorite is the Creme Anglaise, just for like what it brings to mind for me. I think the lemon meringue is also a quality one as well. The rest, not so excited about actually. But luckily they're pretty inexpensive, and that was a really fun journey. So thanks for being here. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that fun stuff. Let me know if you tried any Demeter perfumes and what is worth its salt. Thanks so much. Thanks for being here. Hope you have a very beautiful day.